Hello guys, in this video I'm going to be talking about equations with fractions. Okay, let's begin. So in this problem we've got 3/5 or 3 over 5 n equals 18. Now anytime you have an equation with fractions like this, you could always set them equal to each other and cross multiply. So like this, 18 is 18 over 1. So that's the first thing I would do. And then also think of the n or the variable as 3 over 5 times n over 1 equals 18 over 1. So the variable, it's an n, but it's n over 1, right? Anything divided by 1 is that same thing. So this, if you multiply like that, you're going to have 3n over 5 equals 18 over 1. So that's what I wanted to show you before we solve this problem. So the n can be attached to the 3 so that you have 3n as the numerator divided by 5. And then when you have this, you could cross multiply. So I've got 3n times 1, which is 3n, equals 18 times 5. 18 times 5. So 3n equals 18 times 5 is 90. And then what you're going to have is that you have to divide both sides by 3. So 3 will cancel 3. N equals 90 divided by 30, divided by 3, which is 30. So n becomes 30. Our n is 30, okay? Another one, let's try another one. So let's say that I have 3/7 x equals, let's do equals 21. So again, I'm going to rewrite this as 3x over 7 equals 21 over 1. And then I'm going to cross multiply. If I cross multiply, I've got 3x times 1, which is 3x, equals 7 times 21. So this would give me 3x equals 147. 3x equals 147. And now what you do next is that you're going to divide both sides by 3. Divide by 3, divide by 3. So x equals 147 divided by 3 is 43. 49. It's 49. So that's another example. All right, let's take another step. So another one, we've got 2/5 x equals 9 over 16. So this time, both of them are fractions. Again, same method applies. So 2x over 5 equals 9 over 16. You cross multiply. We've got 2x times 16 equals 5 times 9. 2x times 16 equals 5 times 9. 2x times 16, you're going to have 32x equals 45. 5 times 9 is 45. And then you divide by 32, you divide by 32. Can I simplify this? Nope. So the answer is going to be that 45 divided by 32. And that's about it. Okay. Another one. So what about if we have x minus 2 divided by 3 equals 4? So x minus 2 as the numerator on the left divided by 3 equals 4. So the first thing I would do is 4 over 1. And then I'm going to cross multiply. So x minus 2 times 1 is x minus 2. And then 3 times 4, like that. 3 times 4. X minus 2 equals 12. And then it brings you to a simple linear equation. So you're going to do, because I've got a negative 2 here, I'm going to do a plus 2 and then a plus 2. This will go to 0 because I want to free the x for x to be lonely. And then 12 plus 2. X wants to be lonely. We've got to help x to be lonely. So you've got 14 as x. You've got 14. So anytime you have problems like these, you can cross multiply and then solve the equation that you're going to get. Another one, 3x plus 2 divided by 5 equals x minus 7 over 3. Now, the first thing is to cross multiply again. So I've got 5 times that. So 5 times x minus 7 equals 3 times 3x plus 2. Now you've got to apply the distributive property, which means that 5 multiplies x, it multiplies the 7 or the negative 7. 3 multiplies the 3x, it multiplies the 2. So you always have to apply the distributive property in this case. So 5 times x is 5x minus 5 times 7 is 35 equals 3 times 3x is 9x. 3 times 2 is 6. Now, at this point, you've got 5x on the left, 9x on the right. But those two are like terms, so they have to come together. You've got 35 or negative 35 on the left, 6, positive 6 on the right. They have to go together. So I'm going to move the 35 first. Because the 35 is negative, I'm going to add 35 here. Because it's an equation, I'm going to do the same on the right. So this shows me that, oh, this goes to 0. So I'm going to have 5x left alone on the left side equals 9x plus 6 plus 35. That's what I'm going to have now. Okay? All right. So let's keep going. So 5x equals, it was, let's go back and then check, 9x plus 6 plus 35. 9x plus 6 plus 35. Now, the 9x has to go to the friend, 5x. So I'm going to subtract 9x, and because it's an equation, I'll do the same thing on the other side. So this will go to 0. So I've got 5x minus 9x equals 6 plus 35. Wow. So now I've got the like terms on either side. So 5x minus 9x is negative 4x because you've got 5 minus 9. Right? 5 is smaller than the 9, so you're still going to owe some money. And then 6 plus 35 is 41. So now for x to be lonely, you've got to divide by negative 4, divide by negative 4. And that gives you x equals negative 41 divided by 4. Now you could move the negative up, because it's like you've got a positive divided by a negative. Positive divided by a negative is negative, so it comes up. And that's it. That becomes your final answer. So with this one, you've got to do a little bit more. You've got to do a little bit more. But if there are two fractions, you have to always cross multiply. Two fractions with an equal in the middle, just cross multiply and solve the equation. Cross multiply, solve the equation. So this is where I'm going to end this video at. I'm going to do more, so please watch the other videos too. They're really going to help you. Bye.